I do that. It gets me hyped up, ready to go.
Hello, welcome to the podcast, where, as comments like to point out, Nick only has one friend.
I was literally just about to say, welcome back to the podcast with Nick's only friend. A.K.A. the podcast with really big mics. A.K.A. Nick N. Never mind. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I need to not be so, expressionate. I'm always making really disgusted faces during this podcast.
That's good. It people like that. People like your beautiful face.
Oh, thank you. I can't stop myself.
Don't know what I'm going to say. I had so much planned and I already forgot it.
We just sat here for an hour as you planned it, and I just sat here on my phone like, la-di-da-di-da. I already have my stuff planned out.
Well, first things first is everyone that is watching, subscribe. New people, subscribe. I know there's a whole bunch of people that click onto the videos and they watch 2 minutes of it. They don't subscribe. Give us 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. Watch 10 minutes. Put it on while you're doing dishes, cooking, schoolwork, vacuuming the house. Just put it on your TV. Just give us 10 minutes to just suck you in. Just
Nick is
not
begging.
Actually suck you. Never mind.
He's begging for the views.
Just give us 10 minutes to just grab your attention. Just give it a chance. Give it a chance. Don't watch 30 seconds, which yours already over. But just keep watching. Okay. First things first, we're going to play a game that Cassidy made up that she didn't, but she found on TikTok, but it's her game.
Oh, wait, what?
Go.
I did not make it up. It's a TikTok trend. We're going to play the game of seeing, how well we know each other. Nick and me have been dating 7 years?
Yeah,
So hopefully
maybe.
We're really good at this, but I have a feeling you're going to rock at it and I'm going to suck. One of us is a better listener in this relationship, and it's definitely not me.
Cassidy only pretends to listen to me. And she listens when it's important to her.
Also,
when it's not important,
you don't pick favorites, and so it's going to be very hard for me.
I don't believe in favorites, because if it's your favorite thing, how could it ever change?
No, it could be my favorite for a time.
It puts pressure on me to pick a favorite, because it's well, what if it's not my favorite in a little bit? So then I feel guilty, my typical guilty regretness, which we talked about last episode. But I just feel like if I say my favorite is corn dogs and next week it's hamburgers, I feel guilty to corn dogs, because the corn dogs are going to feel...
inanimate object is going to feel bad.
And I feel like I lied to myself that I picked a favorite, but now it's not my favorite, and I feel like I lied to myself and the corn dog.
Favorites are allowed to change. They can just be at this point in time.
Same with best. Is it your best friend or is it not your best? In 2 weeks, it's not going to be your best friend. It could be, but and then you say that this person's your best friend. It's not your best friend if you have two best friends, because they're not the best. I feel like the best is the best, the only. But you can't have,
it's not
this is my best friend and this is my best friend. Well, you could say these are my best friends, but it's not my best friend, because if they were your best, it's your one and only.
No.
You can't.
You are my best,
so then,
and you are my best.
This is also, I feel guilty when I say, this is my best friend, because then what about...
Well, I'm clearly your
Jimmy John?
Only friend, so I don't know why you feel guilty.
Well, I can call you my best friend because you're my only friend, so that works. But
what if they're best friends for different reasons? They fill different gaping holes.
What?
In my soul.
Why is there a gaping hole in your...
I'm missing a piece, and they fill that piece, but the other person fills a different piece.
But I feel like if they're the best, they do it all, because they're the best.
No.
One size fits all, it's just...
You have a second friend.
Co-host. Thank you. She agrees, no best friends.
I am her best friend. That's why she sat next to me.
Yeah, and I'm not. She has one singular best friend.
No, you can be her best friend in 10 minutes.
I feel like best, it's
Look, she wants to come to you. You're her new best friend.
Yeah, but now she feels regret and sadness because it's like cheating on you. She cheated on her best friend.
No, she just has multiple best friends.
I feel like best friends are one and only. Favorites can only be one and only. I just feel when they gave us those At
least I know you're never cheating on me, because I am your only girlfriend.
When in school when they give you the handout and it was first day of school.
Sorry, she's so cute.
it was first day of school, and they'd give you the paper, and it'd be like, fill out your favorite TV show, fill out your favorite color. That gave me probably the most anxiety in my entire life. I would sit there like that was the world's hardest exam to get into the hardest school, university, college application. And I would sit there. Kids would do it in like 5 minutes, fill it out, do. I would be sitting there sweating. They give us 10 minutes to do it, and my sheet would be completely empty. I would hand it back with maybe one answer on it because I was absolutely stressed to the max.
That's pretty much what I'm asking you to do today.
That absolutely stressed me out to the point of like, I need to go home and cry.
Okay, well, that's what I'm going to make you do today, so I hope you don't want to cry afterwards. Essentially, I have a list of categories. He's going to say what his favorite color is, and then what he thinks my favorite color is. But then after he does those, he moves on to the second category before he comes to get me.
Deal.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. I'll probably mess it up, and then we'll be editing it back, and it won't make any sense.
Would you like to start?
Sure. Okay, you ready? Like I can talk? Okay, she's not listening, I don't think. I think hers is yellow. Mine is, we're gonna go with orange, but honestly lately I'm feeling purple. But that's why I can't pick a favorite, because it's like green, blue.
My favorite color is yellow. I feel like Nick could say blue though. His favorite color, I think it's gonna be something atrocious like orange. My favorite food, I think is probably like mussels. Like a seafood, like mussels. I would take sushi as a correct answer as well. He's a meat man. So maybe like a steak? No, he likes noodles. Maybe pasta. Maybe his favorite food is pasta. I'm gonna go with pasta.
Maybe like a hamburger. Sorry to all the other food out there that I offended. Cassidy's favorite food, I think, is something that's in the ocean, like one of those clam things. I don't like picking favorites. Cassidy's favorite ice cream is, I didn't even know there was other flavors except for like vanilla and chocolate. I'm going to say her favorite is chocolate. My favorite is vanilla.
Nick's favorite ice cream, I think it's Oreo. Like, my favorite ice cream, if I'm getting a Blizzard, it's a Kit Kat Blizzard. But I think I would just go for probably chocolate. Like, I like chocolate ice cream. There's a lot. Like, coffee ice cream is also good. Chocolate, though. Chocolate. I think Nick's favorite animal, he's going to say it's a dog. It's not. He's a cat person, and mine is also a cat.
I'm going to go with Rhino. Rhino's got to be pretty badass. Cassidy's favorite animal is a cat. I know that for a fact. Her favorite TV show is got to be, I'm going to say like Friends. I don't know. My favorite TV show? I don't know either. I'm going to say The Walking Dead. And I'm going to caveat that with I like The Walking Dead the most, but it's not my favorite.
Nick's favorite TV show is The Walking Dead. My favorite TV show, if I'm not allowed to say reality TV, it's Charmed. Nick's favorite music genre is like pop, rap pop. My favorite music genre is definitely pop, like Tom Hardy's pop.
Cassie's favorite music genre is Taylor Swift. Mine is hip hop. My favorite drink is probably rum and coke because that's my only alcohol that I ever drink. And Cassidy's is definitely a Caesar.
Probably a mimosa, but I do love a margarita. Currently, it's a margarita, but like long term, it's a mimosa. I did not give a straight answer for any of these. Nick's favorite cocktail is a rum and coke, in my opinion. Nick's dream destination is probably Australia. My dream destination is Greece.
I'm gonna go Japan. Cassidy's dream destination is Greece or something in Europe.
Okay, I said your favorite color is orange.
Correct. I feel like we've had this conversation. You've sucked that one out of me a few times.
Yeah, and it's such an ugly color. It's my least favorite color, and it's your favorite color.
I also said I was feeling purpley today.
Purple is acceptable. Like, orange is atrocious. I hate the color orange, like, so much.
But now I gotta apologize to the rest of the colors.
No. Your favorite food? I said that you're a meaty man, so maybe just, like, steak and rice.
Oh, I'm a meaty man.
But then I
changed
at last second. I was like, no, he likes noodles, so I said pasta.
I said hamburger.
What?
I like hamburgers. I get hamburgers often when we go to a restaurant. I love a good restaurant hamburger.
No.
But I do like pasta. I think hamburgers. I said...
I feel like you never want to cook hamburgers though.
Yeah, because a restaurant hamburger is always better.
That's
I feel like
fair.
I'm not a good burger cooker.
Also, who calls it a hamburger, not just a burger?
What's wrong with the word
I
hamburger?
don't like it. It's
Also, that feels like a wrong word though. Like, there's no ham in it. It's not even made from a pig. Why is it called a hamburger?
a beef burger.
Yeah, so why is it called ham?
Maybe they were
Burger.
once made with ham.
Maybe it's from the ham of the cow?
Oh, I actually think that's what it is. I think
You were so impressed. Why were you so impressed? I don't think you've ever been that impressed with me in my entire life. You've never been that excited about me ever in my entire life.
because now we don't look like idiots online. We're smart thinkers. We're not brain empty. We have big brain thoughts.
Okay. I said yours is clams or mussels, something with a shell that lives in the ocean.
I said mussels, but sushi was also an acceptable answer.
Oh, sushi would have been something that lives in the ocean. I feel like that's
But
close.
I did say mussels.
Ice cream? Mine is vanilla, 100%. You probably got that.
I said Oreo.
What the fuck?
You always get Oreo when we go to like Dairy Queen or.
I do, but I feel like just if I had to eat something for the rest of my life, it'd be vanilla ice cream. But Oreo is a good. Honestly, you might have found my favorite. I don't know. Yours, I said chocolate because I don't know any other flavors. I was like vanilla or chocolate. I don't know. It's probably chocolate. I hate chocolate ice cream.
I know you do. You don't like chocolate anything.
It makes you so dehydrated. When you drink chocolate ice cream, when you eat chocolate ice cream, I feel like you have to drink a gallon of water after. Like, I feel like your mouth is just like, and it's just dry and like.
I never have the urge to drink water, so.
I hate chocolate ice cream.
Coffee would have been acceptable too, but I didn't say that. I like coffee ice cream.
So I got chocolate, right? I feel like
Yeah.
I've gotten all of them so far.
I told you would be good at this. Animal?
Yours is cats, 100%. But I said rhinos are pretty cool. I like rhinos. I had a stuffed rhino as a child.
Said that I thought you would say dog, but you're lying, and you're actually a cat person.
I like rhinos.
I've never once in our relationship heard you talk about a rhino.
I should have said I like turtles. I like rhinos.
Like elephant, monkey? Sure.
Rhinos are
You
cool.
loved the monkeys when we were in Thailand. You were
Monkeys
like,
are
one
cool.
with the monkeys. But rhino?
How often do you get to see a rhino?
I've never heard you once even say, like, rhinos are cool until
I
today.
feel like rhinos are cool. I don't know. But all the other animals' feelings are probably hurt now.
My feelings are hurt because, no. It's like you're just pulling things out of a hat.
Well, I told you I don't have favorites of anything.
TV show.
I said The Walking Dead for myself.
I said The Walking Dead for you.
But yours? I said Friends, but I know it's not Friends. I don't know. I feel like everyone likes Friends. I couldn't think of anything.
You know my favorite too. I've talked about it so often.
Give me a second.
It's an old show.
Oh, it's where they dance and they're like trailer park people. Trailer park boys. No, it's they're not. No.
Trailer park.
They're not trailer park people. They're like gangs. Leave in the comments what you think I'm trying to guess right now. They're like gangs and they dance and sing a lot. It's like a sing along. It's like High School Musical but old people.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Grease.
That's a movie, not a TV show.
Fuck. I feel the same thing. TV show, movie.
Charmed.
It is. You have told me that, but I have.
But I did say if I'm not allowed to say any reality TV, it's Charmed. Because I think any reality show is probably
I do know it's Charmed, but I would never.
Music genre.
I said Taylor Swift, if that counts as a genre.
Taylor Swift is not even my favorite artist.
I said I feel like Taylor Swift is her own genre because she does everything. So anything under Taylor Swift, because she does pop, like folk. I just said Taylor Swift.
For yourself?
No, for you. Myself, I said hip hop.
I said you like pop rap pop.
Yeah.
Like, I was like the style of rap that is hip hop.
I appreciate
but it's also pop.
all music. I go through phases though. It's like 1 week it's hip hop, 1 week like I even get in a country phase sometimes. I'm not really a country, but I like pop country, so it's still kind of poppy. But I don't know. It's weekly dependent, so I feel like I can't pick a favorite.
Your favorite is easily hip hop pop. Like that is the majority of
your phone. I feel like I listen to it the most, but
that's
tomorrow
what your
I'll like
country is.
Tomorrow I'll like country.
Like I like a lot of hip hop rap too. I like country.
What
like,
did you say your favorite was?
Favorite songs are country songs actually, but my favorite music is pop. Like I was like top 40
Hip-hop.
pop. I'm a basic Betty. I think is literally what I said.
I said rum and coke and then Caesar. Caesar for you.
Oh, I forgot about Caesar.
What the hell? I got it right. I know I did. Tell me I'm wrong.
I said 2. I'm like you with my cocktails, though. Like, I drink anything.
See, this is what I'm saying. She doesn't have a favorite. She just lied. This whole thing was a facade.
I said rum and coke for you. I went with mimosa for myself, but said margarita was a very acceptable answer these days.
I feel like it's Caesar. I feel like that's like I don't know. You
I love
lied
a
to
good.
me.
I feel like a Caesar. Like I love a good Caesar.
This is what I'm saying. She thinks it's her favorite, but it's obviously not because she doesn't even know herself.
But like,
This is how I feel about all favorites.
I can only have like 1 or 2 Caesars where I could drink mimosas all day long. But that's also because Caesars give me acid reflux.
It's just fake friends over here
Oh,
with
my
the cocktails.
Lord.
She's just a fake cocktail lover.
Dream destination.
I said yours is Greece, probably, or somewhere in Europe. But if I had to pick a place, I said Greece. Mine, I said Japan, but maybe Australia.
I said Australia for you and Greece for myself.
I'll probably edit it so that it just looks like Japan to make you look.
Savage!
I feel like I got all of yours except for you lied to yourself about a cocktail.
You also didn't get TV show. You said Friends.
Well,
And you said Taylor Swift for music genre when it was
she's
the
pop. That
easiest
counts.
answer. No,
I said she's pop.
she's not even my favorite artist,
But-
though.
Who?
Justin Bieber.
I haven't heard you listen to Justin Bieber since like 2015.
He doesn't release any new songs, that's why.
Well, if he was your favorite, you would still listen to him. This is how I feel about favorites. It's obviously a facade because you would still be listening to him, and you're not.
I do still listen to him, just not when you're in the car.
I like Justin Bieber, especially like his last album.
Yeah, but I'm listening
Deep,
to like
Deep Water. How does that one go?
I'm listening to like Baby and One Less
I
Lonely
need
Girl.
jam out to Baby. That was like a
Listen,
Call
I
of Duty
would-
classic. You'd sing Baby and listen to it, and everyone would get. Yeah, no, people would get mad at you on the mic for singing Baby.
Solid. I would walk down the aisle to One Less Lonely Girl.
Yuck.
The walking down the aisle part or the One Less Lonely Girl part or
Both.
both? Relatable. Also, I think Sabrina Carpenter might beat out Taylor Swift. I'm a
You
Sabrina
just
Carpenter
change-
stan.
When
I
someone's
didn't-
album comes out, she just changes her flavor of the week.
I didn't change.
Crazy.
I was tier ranking Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift.
I think I could land a plane.
This is so random. Like, what a segue into this.
I think I could legitimately land a plane if we had to fly to one of our destinations here.
Are you talking about like
If the
with assistance or like there's no communication, no autopilot? Like what is the circumstance here?
I think if a bad person tried to overtake the plane, I could take down the bad person and then land like the bad person. So I think if there's a bad person on the plane and they assassinated the pilot mid-flight because he went to go take a dump, I could take down the assailant. Is that the right word?
Okay, but
What
you
is the
still
word?
haven't
Assailant?
answered my question.
I would take down the villain and then successfully sit down in the plane and land it.
But do you have communication?
No, if I had a flat ground, I would land that bitch.
Do you have communication?
No. I think solely on like there's a runway. Okay, here's the caveat. If I could see the runway,
You're
I
blind.
could land it. If I had to fly another 6 billion kilometers to find a runway, we would end up probably on Mars because I have no idea where I'm going. But if the runway was there, I'm landing that bitch.
What kind of landing? Like I could crash land a plane.
No, everyone would survive. Minus maybe someone in the back seat might have to go. But I think I could land the plane. The front half of the plane would survive. The back end might not.
Remind me not to fly with
I just
you.
lift that bitch up and then I'm safe because the front is in the... If the back hits, those people didn't need to live anyways. But in all seriousness, I think I could fly a plane and land it.
Men are weird. There's no way. Like with communication, yes, they're not that hard. But like no autopilot, nothing. I don't think you
The
could.
autopilot doesn't land it for you.
Yeah, but it would help you in the air. Get to the thingy.
Well, if I get that,
But also there's normally someone like talking you through it.
yeah, what are they going to say? Pull the red lever? There's like 8 billion levers. All you got to do is grab the wheel and lift on it.
You have to like slow down and stuff.
Like the wheels would probably come off because I don't even know how to retract those things. But it would hit the ground.
We're crash landing
Wait,
100%.
no, because the wheels would be in the plane and I would have to open the wheels. That might be...
That's why if you had someone talking you through, telling you where buttons were and stuff,
There's got to be a button that says wheels. Like, plain as day, it's got to say wheels or something on it.
I think that you could do it if like someone was talking you through it, but I don't think you could do it with like no communication.
I think I would land a plane. with ease.
What about a helicopter? I could
Do
understand
you
a plane,
know
but a
that
helicopter,
helicopters are actually made, like, you know how a plane like can glide?
no. Yeah.
The helicopter rotor actually has magnets in it so that it'll keep spinning even if the engine cuts off, so that you can like glide it down. Did you know
I
that?
did not know that. I just know that helicopters are a lot more dangerous than a plane.
So with that statement, I think I could land a helicopter too.
You have to
People-
land it like straight down.
The average person can just get a helicopter license. I think there's a big YouTuber. I think Roman Atwood. I think
I think you have to do like a lot of training still.
he just flies his helicopter from one part of LA to the next or wherever he lives.
Yeah, he's done training though for it.
Probably, but if they can just anyone can apply for it. Like you don't have to go to
Technically-
school. It's got to be pretty easy.
Your training is after you apply for it. That's how pilot works too.
I don't know. I think a plane would be easier, but given the common knowledge of just anyone can get a license, I think that
You have to
It
go
might
through
be easier.
schooling. You just go through schooling after you apply. Unlike your job where you like went to school before you got your job.
yeah, but anyone could do my job. It's a myth. I think school's a myth too. University, half that shit you don't even do anything. I think that's a myth. That's just a money grab.
You had to learn how to do your job. Maybe you didn't have to learn it in university, but you still had to have schooling to do your job.
92% of my schooling doesn't overlap.
Well, you also are in the most niche category of your...
I think anyone
Job.
could learn in the 2 years that I went to school. I could have learned everything I needed just working the job.
Well, you would have to learn it before you did the job. Like how pilots and stuff work.
I think,
But you still have
university
to
is a
have
myth.
schooling.
School's dumb too because they just train you to not to like go to university so they can get more money out of you. But I feel like school should just be like, you should teach people about like how to start a business, how to do your taxes,
We've
how to
already-
like.
We talked about this in an
Did we
episode.
talk about this on the podcast?
Yeah,
I don't remember. I feel like they should teach you how to like
I agree.
not just apply to university and get good grades going to university. Teach me how to open a investing account and teach me how to like open a business and start a business. I have
I
so many
agree.
businesses ideas, but it's like, how do I get a business license? Who do I talk to? Where do I go? How much does it cost? I don't know how to do any of this. That's why I'm trying to be a YouTuber.
I agree.
I feel like I'm just talking about absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you're just talking in circles today.
I feel like I'm like the squirrel from Hoodwinked that had a lot of coffee and I just keep talking.
We should watch Hoodwinked tonight.
It's a good movie.
I love Hoodwinked. I can quote that one too. Dinamite.
Yeah.
We were talking about how I can't quote movies. Nick likes to say quotes to me, and I cannot quote a movie to
I
save
will put
the
my
life.
nuts on your drum set. Do you know that one?
No,
That's like iconic line.
I cannot quote a movie to save my life.
Step Brothers.
Like I've
You
seen,
don't like Step Brothers,
I've seen
do you?
Step Brothers multiple times.
My eye
I'm not
is
a big
twitching.
fan. I'm gonna get some hate for this. I don't like
Step
comedies.
Brothers is so good.
But
That's probably the only movie I can quote, to be honest.
you quoted another movie the other day when we were at the escape room outside, and you were pissed that we
Bring
didn't know
out
what
your
it was.
dead. Monty Python. That's a classic.
I cannot quote a movie like that. Nothing in me stays, except for I could finally quote a movie,
Yeah,
and Nick didn't know it.
I did.
No, you didn't know it until after you listened
Give me
to
the line.
Snapchat.
Say the line for everyone, and then we'll give everyone 30 seconds to comment what they think it is.
Everyone can do it. I believe in all of you.
Say the line.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. And then after that, they go.
No one
a little,
knows what that is.
Why do we even have that lever? And then
You just
they-
watched the movie, so now you're quoting more than you even knew.
And
So
then-
don't act like you know this.
And then they do a little high five. Once they're in their
Okay, everyone
scientist
comment.
suits.
3, 2, 1. Emperor's New Groove. I knew it, but it took me like 2 hours later.
After you watched Snapchats
No,
of
I
me and
knew it.
Amber talking about the movie title.
I knew it. That's probably like, I probably only watched like 6 movies in my entire life.
You watched more than 6 movies with me.
We could play a segment here, like name a classic movie, and I guarantee you I could tell you that I don't know what it is.
No, what you're gonna tell me is that you've seen it, bits and pieces of it on TV.
That's because I start watching TV and it's like, well, it's actually kind of boring. I don't want to watch this. So I'm gonna do something else.
Escapism.
Appalled by that. That was a big word for me.
We actually used to watch more movies when we were like first dating. You come over and we'd watch movies. And we did all the Fast and Furious for a while.
Yeah, I feel like the Fast and Furious movies weren't that good.
You don't think anything's good. Like you're just such a glass half empty
No, I just feel
when
like,
it comes to films.
why did there need to be 9 movies
There
of
never
the
needs-
same thing.
Well, there doesn't need to be 9, but the first movie is amazing.
Then I see you again. That's all I know.
I do like that one. I think that one's really, like, good,
That
too.
one was like, they had to do it because the guy died and they made a tribute. I feel like that was...
You just never think that they're good movies.
I just gave myself lockjaw doing that.
You were literally not the squirrel on caffeine. You're the dog from Up.
Who's that?
Have you seen the movie Up?
I have, but I don't remember the dog.
The dog is just like, squirrel. Squirrel.
Oh, I do remember this. We should do that for an episode. Get a chiropractor, hire a private chiropractor to crack your back. In front of us.
No.
Oh, that would be a good segment.
No, I don't like those noises.
Or we have to just make you watch get my back cracked. That would be a
No,
great...
no.
Cassidy doesn't like the sound of bones cracking.
No, stop! Stop. I will
Get one.
leave, and you will no longer have a friend
That
to
would
be
be
on
a-
your podcast because I'm your only
It'll be
friend.
the Nick and Zero Friends podcast.
Okay, well, we could end this episode by talking about our Stampede journey this weekend.
We went to Stampede. We rode some cowboys.
We rode some cowboys.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
I
You know what
didn't
I'm
ride
saying?
a single
Yeah, baby.
cowboy. It was so hot, and these people made me walk everywhere. They're savages. We get there to our hotel, and Nick's all like, "Our hotel is an 8-minute walk away from Stampede."
I said 15.
No, you said it was like 10 minutes. You know what? It was a 28-minute walk.
No way, it was 20 minutes. I was 5 minutes off.
It literally said 28 minutes on Google Maps, and Google Maps is always correct. You just also walk like a psychopath. Like, you're not walking, you're running. I was like, we can just Uber. It'll be like $5, you know? Like, no, we're gonna walk all day long, so we may as well walk there. That's exactly the reason that you don't walk there, is because I'm gonna spend 8 hours on my
We
feet
saved
walking.
$40 because 20 there and 20 back. We saved $40. That's
It was
$40
not
that
worth
could-
my hip hurting at the end of the night. Then they made me walk back later as I'm complaining about how my freaking hip is popping out of place.
That's called health and exercise, Cassidy.
We got there and we tried some food, and I made Nick try a soft shell crab bail bun, and it was so gross.
Tasted like the bottom of the ocean. Not even the top of the ocean, the bottom.
I mean, crabs are like a bottom dweller, so that makes sense.
Cassidy roasted me in skee ball right after.
Oh yeah, I roasted him
She
bad.
smoked me in skee ball.
And I'm not good at skee ball, so I don't know what that says.
I was shocked by like how many celebrities go to Stampede.
I don't know why. It's literally our Coachella.
I know it's huge, but I feel like it's a ripoff compared to Coachella.
And if you go to like the actual rodeo, that's like really cool.
Yeah.
Like watching the bulls like and stuff.
I saw that Mike Majlak was there, Logan Paul's co-host on Impulsive, and he was there the same day as us. We should have hunted him down and kidnapped him. I'm kidding. I would be too scared to go talk to a celebrity anyways like that.
I would have made you. It's really cool for people to come up and say hi.
I don't know. I just feel like I want them to like live their life and do their thing. I feel like they shouldn't be interrupted. I might give them like a hey dude, like, but I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think I would ask anyone for a picture or like anything. I just feel like
It is the
it's, like,
coolest experience.
intrusive.
No, I've never thought it was intrusive.
But I feel like you've experienced it at the early stages. I feel like he's already like went through it for so much. Like I feel like it's probably getting exhausting.
Also, it depends on the situation. Like, if they're sitting down and eating dinner, don't go interrupt them. But, like, at Stampede walking around, like, they're just walking around. Like, unless they're, like, actively doing something, then maybe don't.
Maybe we could ask him to be Nick's other friend podcast host. Since he's already a podcaster. Nick's one other friend. No, I don't even know what I'm just rambling. I feel like I can't stop talking. I'm just like on a constant. He was talking about how he wants to start his own podcast. That's what made me think of that, to be honest.
Well, tell him that you're looking for another friend.
We could have kidnapped him at Stampede and made him be the Nick and Other Friend podcast.
Although I feel like he probably wants to be the head name, so you can be his other friend.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was cool. He was there the same day as us. We didn't see him, but I just thought it was interesting that I feel like not a lot of Americans come to Canada for like events like that.
I think they come for Stampede.
But
more
Stampede, yeah. I think he's friends with Dylan Francis, who was playing that night, which we didn't go see because we're not DJ intakers, really. Trump almost got assassinated the same day we were at Stampede, which is crazy. People's opinions of him can take it or however you want, but I just feel like just crazy time to be alive. Like I feel like we went through a pandemic, a president attempted assassination. Like I just feel like a lot is happening in our era.
We talked about this, and I just think that, like, if you actually look back on every generation, so much has happened. I mean, like, our parents are still living through exactly what we're living through. And, like, the generation before that, there was, like, wars and stuff.
True, but I feel like
We just...
Russia and Ukraine is going on. The stuff in the Middle East is going on. There's
Middle
so
East
much.
has been going on for...
Middle East has been going on, but I feel like like we're at like peak right now. Like the graph has always been like up and down, but I feel like the peak of this is at least there's a lot of media attention behind it right now. But
that's like the biggest difference is that the media is way different than it was. I think if our parents had the media that we did, it would be the same for them. It's not that we're living through more than they did. It's that we're learning about more than they did.
That's a fair statement. I don't know. I just feel like in my lifetime, I would have never seen like the brink of a World War III, a worldwide pandemic. Like you just like you hear about that stuff, and it's like, oh, that'll never happen.
None of it shocks me for some reason.
Attempted assassination, like
I thought it was happening the last time he ran. So
that's crazy. Apparently, the cops knew. I watched a few videos. Apparently, they knew he was on the roof, and like, I mean, rightfully so. The cop like peeked his head on the roof, and then saw the guy had a gun and pointed at him, and then they left him up there. But you think they would have like radioed him and like, yo, start evacuating people. There's a guy with a weapon.
My only question is how factual is that? Like, if you just heard it on like that could just be like conspiracy theories too. I don't know. I didn't look into any of it really.
From what I heard, it was on a police report, but it's crazy. You guys got to do something with those guns.
Nope,
like we have guns here, but it's like you can't go to 7-Eleven and buy one.
Guns are registered.
You gotta have they're registered. Like you get background checks before you can buy one, and people get around it. But I think it still cuts out a lot of people. There's
facts. Like look at our school shootings compared to their school shootings. When was our last school shooting? And they have how many a year? Like.
I mean, that's the thing. It's not even like get rid of them all. Like we have guns, but
I don't think you should be able to carry. Like,
yeah,
we can't here because I think it's just asking for something.
And I feel like I understand the point of view of carrying because it's like, oh, I could be a macho here, but I feel like emotions play too much into it. Like no one is trained to be a cop to take someone down. Like you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Have to like, and emotions play so much into it. It's like, oh, like this guy punched me. Now I'm like angrier. And I'm going to say, like, he attacked me, which he did. But, like, realistically, like, your emotions are high. So now you shoot him because your emotions are, like, way more than they should be.
Well,
but there was no need to shoot the guy.
When I worked at the bar, we had VLT machines and stuff. So we had, like, a lot of money on hand. And we were told, like, if anything ever happens, someone comes to take your money, give it to them. And I can just imagine if someone, like, came in and I'm giving them the money because... that's what, like, I've been told to do. I just can only imagine, like, I'm in the restaurant, someone's coming with a gun to take my money, whatever, and I'm giving it to them. That's what we've been trained to do, because the money is not worth it in the end. And someone comes and shoots them, and then that person's gonna shoot me, even though, like, I was just complying.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes things worse. And with your energy up, like, you never know. One person shoots, so then you're like, oh, I gotta shoot because the gun was shot. But what if it was shot, like, up as a warning shot? Like, you're just making everything worse. Like,
we have gun violence, but I feel like, I mean, there's one-off cases, not one-off, like, they do happen, but most of it is, like, gang-on-gang crime, which I'm not saying is okay, but better than innocent people. Like,
there's no kid going to 7-Eleven buying a gun and shooting up a school because kids are mean and bullied them.
Think about it from an open mind, which I know a lot of people can't do, but like actually think about it. Like, do you need? Sure, it's fun to shoot like a million times into a bag of sand, but like realistically, you had 30 seconds of enjoyment. Is that really gonna change your life for like ever not being able to do that? Like,
true.
Not even like you shoot it 3 times in the sand. Why do you need something that shoots 100 bullets in like 4 seconds? Like it's
insane.
It's just not necessary. Like, why do you need military grade things? And like, for anyone that says like, oh, like what if we need to overthrow the government? Who do you think you are that you and Bill Gates are gonna take up arms and fight the government? That guy would just get in his tank, like roll tanks over top of you. Like you wouldn't even Like, who do you think? You think aliens are going to come and you're going to fight back against the aliens? Okay, good luck. They're going to have laser beams and spaceships. Like, who do you think you are?
Laser beams and spaceships, literally, though. I've also heard, like, oh, but there's always just, like, you get rid of gun violence goes away, but, like, knife violence comes up. I would much rather have someone come at me with a knife
like, run away.
An AK-47.
Yeah, like, run. Use your legs and run away. Like, and I get it's not always that simple, but realistically, like...
Doesn't matter. I will take a knife wound over, like, someone coming at me with a knife I can fight off way more than an AK-47. Like, I'm fucked.
Yeah, 100 bullets in 2 seconds. Like,
I couldn't imagine, like, going to school. Like, could you imagine that? Like, school was safe enough. We learned what to do in case of, like, a gas leak or in case there was an active shooter, but we never actually lived through any sort of threat.
Going through metal detectors, I feel like that just puts people on edge. Like,
yeah.
I have to go to metal detector school. Like, I feel like all day at school I'd be like, I don't know, just on edge just from the thought of, like, why are these here? Like,
I truly don't know how anyone wants to be a teacher in the States. Like, to constantly think about how, like, they have bats and stuff in there. Like, they have stuff to protect kids in their classrooms. Like, we didn't have to go through any of that. Like, we learned to sit on the proper wall so that they couldn't look into the windows or the doors. Half the time those drills felt like jokes to us. Like, I feel like we were giggling and laughing, like we knew it was just a drill, like the principal's coming and shaking on the handle and you're all, like, trying to stifle your giggles. And in the States, like, that's not any, like, that would be so scary, like, because you would go through it so many times. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, we had one scary one as a kid. We had, like, our field day outside, so everyone was, like, outside doing activities. Someone was robbing a house, like, across the street from the school, and they had a fake gun, but obviously they had to take precautions. So everyone was, like, running into the school and stuff, and this guy was, like, running to the field with all the kids and stuff, and yeah, and then the guy got tackled by dogs, and
we had
no one got hurt.
We had one in my elementary, 3 doors down from me, from this house that we're in currently. There was some, like, violence, and we weren't allowed to, like, walk home or anything. Like, the school made parents come pick us up, and that's it. So, like, if teachers stayed later with us, if your parent couldn't get
yeah, I remember that was a bad one. Ours, we were in lockdown at school for hours and hours.
My sister was locked down.
Kids were, like, pissing themselves on the floor.
Gosh. My sister was locked down once because of a bomb threat that came from a student. They sent it from his email. Thanks
for watching. If you made it to the end, hopefully for the new people, you stayed right to the end and not just 10 minutes. If you did make it to the end and you're not subscribe. We're almost at 50.
Oh, I just burped into there.
You got mad at me for burping, and now you burped too. Come on, like, people.
I didn't mean to. Also, if you are interested in checking out our last episode, it'll be on the screen right here for you to go watch.